welcome back to me playing Dark Souls 2. Praise the sun. That's more or less like a classic intro from me, which will probably like tune off 90% of the viewers that start watching the video and they're like, huh, this guy is fucking horrible. Anyway, last time we'd had a hideous battle with the Looking Glass Knight and we betrayed Ben minor than free. But it's not the end of the world. This time around, we're gonna do some Amana. We might do some Amana. The mana. The mana. Alright, I'll stop there. Last time also, there wasn't this info out. The info is that free DLC for this game are coming out. The Lost Crowns. It's 3 episodes. Or, I don't know, it's 3 DLCs and an episode. It's a bit weird to define. It's like one big expansion composed of 3 DLCs. How does that sound? That sounds about right. Anyway, let us go to Amana. Archdrake robes is pretty much one thing that defines Amana. I don't know if that is coincidental or if it's just, you know, purely game design choice. So what can be said about this place? Well, it's freaking huge and beautiful. That much can be clear. We can also hear a song in the background. Some say it is very similar to this nameless song from the credits of the first game. I don't think so. I think it slightly reminds me of... Priscilla's battle song. And the reason why I think that is because... That is how you retrieve that thing, by the way. The reason why I think is because Priscilla and the creatures inhabiting this place, or rather, Ariamis, the painted world of Ariamis, and the inhabitants of Amana have something in common, I feel. They're both touched by the dark, they're both cursed beyond recognition, if you want to say so. Okay, these are the mushrooms that we know and love, or we know and we don't love. These ones particularly shoot corrosive acid and will break your equipment really easily, so to be careful. Wilted Dusk Herb and Skeptic Spice. This is actually a farming spot. The first bonfire in Amana is a farming spot for Skeptic Spices. I believe you can get up to 3 of them in this first area. Not to mention also all the other advantages of this area, amongst others are of course the Archdrake armor, the Archdrake equipment, the Slumbering Dragon shield, Twinkling Titanite, human effigies. You can farm all of this in Amana. It is incredible. Amana is actually an incredible farming spot. However, it used to be more difficult before the PC release. Ah, Bleeding Serum. Those guys, by the way, those are the ones touched by the dark, the cursed ones, the inhabitants of Amana. If you can see the twinkling thing... hello, Archdrake, sir. These are the Archdrakes of Lindolt. They can drop the full armor, yes. If you see the twinkling around them, that is the fireflies, the same fireflies that we see in the intro. And here is the interesting part. In the intro, the fireflies stay at a tree. Right? It's like the tree is... a harbinger of darkness, and in fact these fireflies in Amana calm down those dark. As you can see, they're not aggressive. The song causes the fireflies to dance, the little ones dance, as we'll discover soon enough. It is very important, this aspect, and I mentioned the tree in the intro because I feel like it's very important. Because we just saw a mural or a sculpture on a wall last episode with a tree and 2 souls, if you want, on each side of the tree. It might be representing that same tree, and if that is the case, the place where we come from might be the same place where Vendrick comes from. It's just a thought, of course. I'm murdering these people horribly because once you get close to that house, the singing stops. This is not ambient, this is actually a lady in the house singing, and we'll discover soon enough who they are. And there the singing stops. No, it doesn't. It should stop any moment though. It's worth mentioning that even though the singing is going on, sometimes the cursed ones will still attack you. As you can see now, the twinkling is gone, and they will still draw aggro much better than before. Before you really had to hug them for them to draw aggro. These guys are actually pins in the butt. They have fast attacks and they bleed you out. Curse face. And here is a chest. There's a lot of treasures in Amana, it's insane. And again, you can see that my offhand weapon is breaking quicker than my main hand weapon, despite the fact that I'm using my power stance attack only. Oh, very, very interesting. In this house, we meet her.
We knew you were coming, and stopped singing. We are Milfanito. We are here to sing to those bound by death and dark. We will sing here, forever. As we always have, from long, long ago. We know nothing of the world outside, and why should we? For we will never leave. Do you seek King Vendrick? But what is a king, after all? We know nothing of the world outside, for we will never leave here. When we sing, the little ones dance. The little ones grant comfort to those who bear death and dark. This is what we were taught. Is there anything wrong? Perhaps this will help.
Thank you.
This is... When we sing, the little one, this...
Alright, so we basically got the idea behind these ladies. These are Milfanito. We found one in the tower in Dranglake, possibly guarding the King's Passage key. They sing to bring comfort to those bound by death and dark, essentially humans, or undead as the case might be. So now we question ourselves, why were they placed here exactly, and by whom were they placed here exactly? Well, by whom, it's pretty clear by their name, they're Milfanito. Nito. Yes, the first of the dead might have been the master of the Milfanito. He might have created them in order to bring peace to those bound by death and dark, or undead again. The reason why I'm led to believe this is because he could not bring death upon them, the true death, and therefore he created like another way, something that soothes them down even when hollowed. And interestingly enough, the Archdrakes of Lindolt, they are not hollowed, I don't think so, or maybe they are, but they're not bound by death and dark as the other guys are. The Archdrakes are also pains in the butt, and fighting multiple ones might be not advisable. It is worth mentioning that if you aggro one of these in new game, plus and above, all three will aggro at once. Archdrake Mace, this is actually an incredible weapon. This is a very, very, very good weapon. It's a strength weapon, I believe. It's a great hammer, by definition. It does a little damage. It's actually quite a good scaling with dex too, so it could be a quality weapon for all in all. A mace normally issued to clerics of the Archdrake sect of Lindolt. The land of Lindolt is governed by stringent laws, and those who dare defy them are punished without mercy. This is actually a great hammer. It does the same poise damage as a great hammer, but is much faster. It has basically the attack animations. That's the wrong way to put it, actually. It has the same moveset. There we go. Attack animation is more like a Dota thing. It has the same movement as a halberd or some such weapon. So it is very good. However, it does little damage, considering all in all, it does less damage than a longsword. So keep that in mind. But it does an astonishing amount of poise damage. The counter is not that bad either. It's not heavy at all, and it's decent. It's a decent weapon overall. I think it is possibly a replacement to those who use maces, as the case might be. As you can see now that I'm far away, the Milfanito resumes her singing. I need to be careful because these guys are, as I said, pains in the butt. Drink Estus. Chug, 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 chug. Chug, chug, chug. Okay, I'm fine. Ow. Jesus friggin' Christ. If you have a bit of poise, these guys are not that tough, but as I said, they are tough sons of bitches, is what they are. I could kill these guys. In fact, I should kill these guys. Do I have the... I should really swap to my gold serpent ring, because human effigies are always nice. Considering we'll probably need some for an optional boss that we're gonna fight after the game finishes. Spoiler. Alright, so here we should get some also Proud Knight. There should be a couple more of these. I don't know, Bound by Death and Dark, sure, but they're not very human actually. I reckon they are... Well, they look very much alike to the Enhanced Undead, as the developers call them, from the Sinner's Rise location. If you remember those big scorpion thing, half scorpion, half man. Not really half scorpion, it's not like dark. It's more like, you know, well, we'll see. I'll explain to you everything. We got Bleedstone too from them. We get stuff from Bleeding, of course, but Bleedstone, of course, is something quite an interesting item. I don't know if I should be calling it useful. I feel like Poison Stones are better in that respect, but that's maybe just me. I'm gonna kill this little mush first, and now we're gonna go in here and go kill these guys. Bleeding Serum. I'm not getting lucky with the human effigy drops, which is unfortunate, but actually, there we go. They have an astonishing drop rate. That's really cool. It is really good how much of a chance they have to drop. This chest contains Twinkling Titanite and several smooth and silky stone. We should visit Tina and Dilo sometime soon. Get some neat stuff from them. What kind of goods do I have? 1 petrified something, 6 of these, 7 of these, and possibly several of prism stones. Yes, 12 prism stones, which you can also give to them. Usually the rewards from prism stones are hardly worth it. It can be anything around rubbish and a soul of a lost undead, I think. This is the second bonfire. You might have seen that there was spellcasting, by the way. We're gonna discuss that later, don't you worry. Alright, killing this guy. We're gonna rest at this bonfire because my weapons are severely damaged. And this might be the last bonfire we rest at before the boss, for if something happens, something particular happens. Don't forget about this guy. Don't forget about this guy. In fact, I think I'm gonna two-hand my longsword a tiny little bit here. Okay, so these are Amana sorceress, Amana witches or something like that. I don't know the name. They drop holy water urns, they drop their fantastic stuff. It is, I believe, one of the best spellcaster stuffs in the game, and they should also drop Twinkling Titanite, I feel. But overall, they're a pain in the butt. Their range is astonishing. It was even better before the patch, by the way. So, that is the nerf of Amana. The sorceresses were nerfed to no end. Okay, so there is a couple of these lizard people here, which we're gonna dispose of. Their hitbox is actually quite tricky. Someplace here should be a Pharaoh's contraption. Yes. We're gonna use it, and here there should be actually a hidden wall, which is gonna reveal an iron chest to us. This iron chest doesn't contain just about anything. This contains a very unique and spectacular weapon, in my opinion, the Helix Halberd. This is a very interesting weapon indeed, because it's a halberd, but it has a very similar moveset to a spear. I can show it to you guys. I think I have the stats to use it overall. I think I can use mostly any weapon in the game right now. I have 30 strength, correct? Yes, I can use all the weapons in the game, I think. Of course not one-handed, but I think I can use all of them. So, the normal R1 moveset is indeed a halberd moveset. It looks badass, by the way. It looks amazing. But if you look closely... Well... Look well. You saw that? When you actually use the strong attack, the two halberd blades move out and, or rather backwards, and the spear in the center moves forward. So it is indeed a spear moveset in that regard. Can I do... it doesn't have apparently a shield, a turtling attack that normal halberds and spears have. But that's not the end of the world. It's actually a rapid weapon. I should try to use a build with this weapon. It scales only in dexterity, sadly, so I reckon maybe making it raw might be best. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let us go back. I should really clean up my inventory sometime soon. Alright, so I killed both lady mages here, that's good enough. We can go down the way. This place is beautiful, but as you can hear now, there is no singing going on. That's because there is no Melfinito in this section. No, there isn't. Actually, I'm gonna two-hand my longsword right now. If you were keen, you might have seen something over there. Something reminiscent of a breach. The reason why I hid behind this wall really quickly is because there is a second mage already shooting at me and hitting me because of the astonishing homingness of her attacks. Actually, I should swap my arrows. 26 lightning arrows, that should be enough for Amana. That should be enough. The poison arrows are the more important ones right near. They're incredibly weak to electrical attacks, as you can see, so if you have lightning spears, just use them, because they're not gonna be that useful for the boss. This place is cool as hell. Holy shit. I cannot even emphasize how cool this place is. Whoa, that ghost over there just scared me. Locked. As you can see, there is something behind there. We're gonna open this door soon enough. Or not soon enough, but potentially soon enough. We're already in the far late game right now, so don't be surprised. Yeah, that's an ogre. Don't be surprised by how lengthy this lore through might still be. Or lack thereof, of course. Alright, so I need to be careful because there is a huge gaping hole someplace here. You might not see, but by the way, lighting torches has the same effect as the little ones dancing. It literally attracts those cursed ones. So, okay, I like doing it from here now. I shoot arrows in the face of that lady. She's able to cast a spell, but I should be able to hide behind a pillar, and I'm fine. There is another one over there. Looks like 3 arrows is enough to kill them, which is awesome. That one didn't even cast a spell. Color me surprised over there. Keep in mind, there is an Archdrake over there. We're gonna talk to him. And by talk, I mean we're gonna literally crush his skull. Need to be careful. Oh, there is one. Their stuffs makes them actually quite tricky to see because, or rather the flowers around here makes them tricky to see. Also, yes, the spells are fairly dodgeable, so don't be afraid of that. There is another one over there. There we go. And now, over here, there is indeed an ogre. We can't really fight until we destroy all these branches, and then he draws instantly aggro. How cute of his. Of him, of course. No. No. Yeah, get poisoned. Get poisoned. Ass. No one's there, bro. No one's there. just figments of your imagination. That's... No one's there! No one's there either. Yes, go back. Go back, little monkey. Alright. Almost dead. See you later. Normally I would fight the melee. The reason why I didn't here is because I am literally in water. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Singer's dress and life ring +2. The singer's dress is very important. If I can find it. There it is. Dress worn by a far-gone muse offers almost no physical defense, but is blessed with high resistance to magic. These enchanting singers were given song by the great dead one, and have little concept of self. They live only to sing, and will continue singing until they can do so no longer. Dress worn by a far-gone muse. So some of these ladies escaped. It's actually an interesting concept that I haven't thought about too thoroughly yet, simply because it's something that I haven't puzzled. But this dress might be one that is owned by a certain person we know. I'm not exactly sure it's true, but it could be a possibility. Considering the roles of both the singers and this person are very similar, even more so than there is a person here. And sure enough, there is an ogre over there. No, I wanted to hand this bow. There we go. And let's start poison arrowing him. Straight in the belly. There we go. Here, take a lightning arrow. I don't think they take too much lightning damage. 300 per arrow? Okay, maybe that's enough damage, lightning damage. Keep in mind, the arrows do not scale. Arrows are purely damage-wise, so if you want something to scale, the bow is the reply. The bow is the reply to your scaling issues. I should really upgrade my Hunter's Black Bow, by the way. There is several treasures over here, but there is also lots of gaping holes that can kill me. So I need to be very, 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 very careful. So just move. Look at this! It's a trail of bloodstains. Holy cow! Okay, so that lady just saw me. Means that we are gonna parafluge her with lightning, with the mighty power of lightning, which I should actually provide myself a few more of. Oops. Well, we're out of the mighty power of lightning. Let us go with the mighty power of dark. Alright. There might be some scorpion thingy people here. The rat people, I suppose. So I don't really want to light a torch. But you can see there. That kills you. So... oh, there we go. I thought there was something. And rolling with a torch here, of course, makes you lose the torch. So it's a waste of flame butterflies is what I'm trying to get at. So let's see how susceptible to darkness they are. Fairly so, actually. Even more so than lightning, I reckon. Huh. That's lovely. That's good info. Okay, slowly, now on the other side. I think those are both sorceresses over here, so there's nothing else in the form of sorceresses over here. Just mainly treasures. Treasures. Estus Flask Shard, the last one that we cannot use. But we can give to another player, for instance. Open the iron chest, and here we get Sunlight Blade. This is the location, legit location, without purchase of Sunlight Blade. Okay, now I'm gonna light a torch. Fuck everyone that hates this, I'm gonna light a torch because I had about enough of this nonsense. Keep in mind, you can still use the torch to mild effects to parry, but I strongly advise against it. Okay, now on the edge. Well, there should be several cursed thingies over here. Those bound by curse and death. dark in death? I don't know. Maybe both. And as you can see, lighting a torch will draw out their aggro insanely quickly. I think the design of Amana is really lovely. Look at this. Look at this motherfucker trying to get at me. Oh, they also drop smooth and silky stones. So that's also that. Those are several curse bots, by the way. I think like 4 of them or 5 of them. Sure enough, one of those guys is stuck there. Can you please not get stuck, sir? Oh, had to roll there. Or rather, didn't really need to roll, but it's better if I did. Okay, let's provide ourselves with some... I really need to clear out my inventory someday. Imagine how quickly I would get cursed otherwise. It's astonishing, and really astonishing how many of these there are. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring +1. I swear to God, there is a chest someplace here. God damn it. Swear to God, one of those things will now come towards me. No! No! Fine. Better that way. Ah, there it is. Hello. Treasure chest. This one is lovely for pyromancers, I think. Yep, it is. Fire Tempest. I think you can have it dropped at the dragons. Oops, spoiler! Dragons. Later on. Later on. It's gonna happen. Alright. Archdrake dude. Mind if I slaughter you? This is the same guy that I actually mentioned before. Through this door, there is this house. Mild treasures, but with a summon sign. Large soul of a proud knight and old radiant life gem. Can you light torches here? Oh yeah, you totally can. Cool. Kill! Felicia the Brave. An NPC summon who is better than just brave. Braveness is her second name. Strong is her first. Jeez, Felicia is fucking strong! She is indeed strong, but she's also very stupid. Basically, it is what you could do as a bandit build. It's, so level, I don't know what. 99 strength, 1 intelligence. There is a comic online, you should check it out. If I can find it, I'll link it to you. Promised. Lauron promise. I'll probably forget about it. Okay, let's not fall in the hole. Especially you, Felicia! Sometimes she has such a hard time killing things. Sometimes she has such an easy time killing the things. You don't know what to think of her. She also runs around like a crazy motherfucker. She is also using a great lance, by the way. Alright, so the battle against these archdrakes is gonna be 50% easier. There is 4 of them, by the way, and there's 4 of them in New Game Plus. And this lady here, this is not one that casts. This is one... Yeah, well, she casts, but she casts only healing spells. Only and mutually healing spells. Archdrake boots. Cool beans. Besides the helm and the armor piece, actually the Archdrake set is kind of lame. Okay, now, Felicia, you and me. Let's go, girl. Let's go. My longsword is about to break, so I might need to use a repair powder. So there is also that, among other things. Okay, mushroom peoples... Plural of 1 people? I don't know. Yeah, Felicia! These guys, as I said, can break your equipment. Felicia has no fucking equipment. She's just fucking strong. This is the 3rd bonfire. Okay, you take care of them. You're fine, Felicia. You're fine. You're fine. Everything is fine. Fight the giant mush. Go. Go, Felicia. You have to attack it! Holy shit, she does damage. Granted, I think Grand Lances are actually awesome weapons, but you get all of them very late game, so that is the downside of it. Wow, I barely have enough range to hit that one. I'll take it up on the chin! I'm fine! Huh! Dodged. Huh! Dodged. There is another 2. 3 actually, but one we're gonna kill later on. After the boss. Alright, that's 1. Ow. Taking it up on the chin. Come, Felicia. Let's do this. That guy is gonna hop and then he's gonna return to peaceful mode. So, ow. Felicia? Yeah, you finish him. Thanks. There is a NPC invader here. Who pretty much wrecks shit. Oh, Felicia. So I'm gonna swap to my Murakuma. It's Murakuma time, guys. It's Murakuma time. I'll need this shield. In fact, it would be perhaps better if I use a shield that gives me good dark resistances. 65 for this one. 70 for the leveling. Alright, let's swap to the leveling shield. I think this is gonna be okay. Red Leech Crochus. She is just tearing ass! Okay, you Felicia, take care of Peculiar Kindular. I'm gonna hide here. No. No, no. Yeah, Felicia. Wreck the Kindular's day. I'm not sure whether the Kindular is actually a female or a male. Wow, we just wrecked the Kindular. Wrecked is an understatement, I reckon. Don't fall in the water, Felicia, please. Thank you. You're a sweetheart. Alright. Excuse me while I light a torch here. There is some equipment to be found. Woo. Felicia, protect me of all evil. She is really strong. Red Iron Twin Blade is basically the weapon of... what's his face? Don't follow me, Felicia, you might fall. Don't make me lose bets. Felicia. Felicia. Slowly. Yes, there. That way. Perfect. Awesome. She survived. Wow. I might win this bet. Or rather, I might not lose this bet, is the right term. She's probably gonna get wrecked by the boss. Poor Felicia. Unless if I try the red eye ring. I might try the red eye ring. I don't know what kind of effect it has on the boss. Anyway, following this path over here, we're gonna find a Milfinito, sure enough. A very, very injured Milfinito. She's not the one singing, by the way. I've heard some stories about this process of talking to this Milfinito being a process of granting her ascension. Basically, we grant her death. Poor soul ahead. Don't really want to comment on that. So we can now... the leveling will be fine. We don't need a shield for this boss. In fact, let's toss a ceremonial repair powder. Woo! Alright. Felicia, you and me. Alright. Cool. Do I really want to use anything? I don't feel like I need anything. Let's try the red eye ring, which we purchased. Yes, it makes us glow our eyes red. Alright, Demon of Song, also known as Frog Foreskin or Frog Skin or Foreskin Frog. This is the reason this is who talks, essentially. Oh, fuck! No. Yeah, I say yes, the red eye ring works on the Demon of Song. Absolutely. It's just focusing me down like a fucking champ. I swear to God, if I die against this boss. Daisy. This boss is not hard by any stretch, but he hits hard, or she, or whatever. Hits hard like a motherfucker. Oh, fuck! Felicia's gonna die. Felicia's gonna get shreked. Felicia makes this fight harder, believe it or not. Yeah, sure, do that. The reason why she makes it harder because she doesn't understand the basic concept of where you have to hit this frog to make it hurt. I think actually the red eye ring is a bad choice as a weapon against this froggy. The reason why I believe that is because it makes it use patterns not normally usable when you're in close range. But that might be just Felicia's misbehaviors. Come on, pull the hands out. There we go. Give me a hug, little froggy bro. Felicia might leave, guys. Felicia might actually leave. Oh no. Don't hop back. Oh no, Felicia. Please don't. Slap once. Don't hit Felicia. Slap twice. Don't hit Felicia. Fuck you, pet Felicia. Oh my god, Felicia lived! Felicia lives! I'm the greatest man alive. Key to the embedded. You remember that guy. And Demon of Song Soul. Let's read some of that nonsense. First, let's swap back to my covetous silver serpent ring. I wanted to put emphasis there so that you don't think that I made a mistake. Demon of Song Soul, soul of the Demon of Song at the Shrine of Amana. When this demon developed a taste for human flesh, it was contained within the Shrine of Amana, but the line of priestesses who looked after the shrine and appeased the creature have died off. Use the special soul of this demon to acquire numerous souls, or create something of great worth. And of course the key to the embedded. I forgot about the key to the embedded. Which is basically Kingdom's Heart all over again. Where is it? There we go. Key to the embedded. Sword that opens the embedded's door, shaped like a weapon, but it's in fact a key. Plunge the key into the embedded to bring a rhapsodic end to his fate. The once human embedded, realizing that he could never resist the temptation of the flesh, bound himself eternally with chains. Since then, he has awaited the day that somebody will find this key and bury it within his bosom. It's not in his bosom, it is actually his mouth. Which, as we're gonna discover soon enough. Let's see. I think we can use this equipment for now. I think the leveling shield might be straight off better than the shield we had before. Sure, it's a small shield, sure, it doesn't give me as many resistances to physical, but you know, the fuck do I need to go? Is this the exit? Yeah, that's the exit, okay, that's fine. We're gonna light the 4th bonfire and return back, because there is something that I've left. Because of Felicia. Because of Felicia, I left off things. But I won't rest at this bonfire. Oh no, no. Oh no, I won't rest at this bonfire. First and foremost, it's important to notice there is actually a chest over here. Second to notice, many people do not know of this bonfire, especially amongst my friends. They're like, 4th bonfire in Amana? I don't know any 4th bonfire in Amana. 4th bonfire in Amana. This is the Shrine of the Living bonfire. Yes, there is a Shrine of the Living in a place where everyone guards the dead. Interestingly enough. Alright, so let's return back to where we were once before. Where we fought the Kingular. And elsewhere, too. There is a couple more treasures to take. Now, due to the Felicia special superpower that grants her basically complete destruction, we were able to clear this area out quite easily. Normally it's actually quite pesky, but over... Is this over here? Is this the ledge that I can walk to? Yes? Yes? Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks, From. Base From. Yeah, it's very close to an edge. And no, you don't get anything from this. It's basically a trap, is what it is. There is a huge gaping hole here. So yeah. Don't step there. I got this warning before recording this episode. Don't step there. And I'm like, oh, sure, no problem. I didn't step there. But I will have to die. Ironically enough, the Shrine of the Living, as it sounds, you need to be dead to access it. So there is that. Now there's 2 more treasures, or 1 maybe. Did I loot the one up top of the... up here? Yes I did, so there's only 1 treasure left. This is no small treasure actually. I feel like this is actually quite an important treasure. Well, it's a nice treasure. Divine Blessing of Soul of a Hero. This is nothing to sneeze at, you know. An elixir that heals you fully and an item that gives you 10,000 souls is pretty much nothing to sneeze at. Rise of the Dead, Shrine of the Living. Rise of the Dead is the name of the bonfire, but Shrine of the Living is the place. Alright. See you later! Dramatic end to my journey. You died. I wanted to die there, guys. I wanted to die. True story. Alright, let's pick up this bloodstain up and go up here now that we're hollowed. We're prettily hollowed. What a nice lady you are. Alright, let's go up here, and on top there is this door. Try hollow and then door. I will upvote this message because it says the truth. Excuse me now while I change my equipment. We need to change into full item discovery mode. I do not have the armor that these guys drop, which is sad, but at the same time it's not the end of the world. I might get it actually. I don't know if they drop it. So these guys are the same like the ones undead that we saw at the Prowling Magus and the Congregation fight. Gee. Sure they cannot repeat such a weak boss again. What is that thing? Oh, wait a second. That is a Prowling Magus. Sure is. The reason why I decided to put my full... Well, we didn't get anything. Full item discovery gear up is because he has a rare chance. He or she, I think it's a she actually, from the noises that come out of her mouth. Or his mouth, I don't know. Well, let's just say that that thing has a rare chance of giving you some special equipment. Mainly, he or she drops his or her helmet, which makes you look like Capra Demon, so what the fuck, why not? And his shield, which is a Warlock Bone Shield or something like that. Well, statues of 2 hollows. We can pray here, but alas, nothing happened. Here is another Milfinito, actually.
Who are you? And what do you want from us? Milfinito, that is what we are called.
I know.
My name? Do you mean our name? We know nothing of the outside world. We sing eternally for those who bear death and dark within themselves. We have been here forever. We know nothing of the outside world, and we do not need to. The little ones were born from the great dead one.
There you go.
And the great dead one taught us song. We have sung ever since. To comfort those bound by death and dark. This is what we were taught. You silenced that cursed singing. Please accept these as a thank you. Do you seek comfort too? You poor thing. Take this at the very least. This is all that we can do. The little ones were born, and
So yeah, the little ones were born by the great dead one. meaning Nito, of course, and the Great Dead One taught them song. So again, Nito taught them song. It is important to note this because the little ones seem to be like embers of a fire, and Nito's soul was severely weakened. This might be the reason why. This might be very much the reason why Nito's soul has been weakened. So, yeah, Nito, very, very kind lord that wanted to grant death to those that were cursed, but failed ultimately. The fuck is the chest? I swear to God there is a chest, guys. Ah! Okay. Oh, we got a lovely, lovely weapon in here. The Manslayer. One moment, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. It is a katana weapon, the Manslayer. A katana with a terribly worn blade appears useless, but is in fact coated with deadly poison. This sword has claimed countless victims, and the bloodstains upon its blade have turned to poison. It is actually a very, very good sword. It does an astonishing amount of damage, an astonishing amount of poison damage too overall. And it has a huge counter on top of that, and, well, not a big poison damage, and it's kind of heavy. Its durability is actually decent overall, despite the fact of its description, but it breaks rather easily, so I do admit that having it useful in PvE is either through having lots of repair powders, or by having, of course, the Bracing Knuckle Ring. I think it's upgradable only with Twinkling Titanite, so there is the downside, but it still does an astonishing amount of damage. Maybe if you infuse it with poison, it's even better. I don't think there's anything else here, so let us return to the bonfire. Another thing worth mentioning is the fire up here. Well, if there is another Milfanito that we need to save, and that is in Dranglek Castle's tower. Once you save that Milfanito, and you have 0 human effigies in your inventory, in your item box, or some place on the ground, this shrine over here, praying to this shrine, will cause you to reverse hollowing automatically. So this is actually an infinite source of human effigies if you need some. However, it's worth mentioning that despite all that, it's still a long walk there. And on top of all, you might say, well, there is also enemies. But one of them you can farm for rare items. No, that is incorrect. If you want to farm the Prowling Magus, I'm not gonna say their true name quite yet. If you want to farm them, you have to use a Bonfire Ascetic, as they do not respawn continuously. I'm gonna use a human effigy right now, actually. Once I leave this bonfire, there we go. And we're gonna go on to the next area. And we're gonna end the episodes. The episode, not the episodes. We're not ending the series on this note, guys. Don't worry. It's just me not being able to speak any normal English. Another one of these doors. Let's open it. And if I missed something in Amana, pray tell. I'm gonna check it out. We got, I believe, Booming Crystal Soul Mass? Yes, we did. Soul Beads made more lethal with crystallization. When fired, they home in on their target. Crystallization makes soul and sorceries all the more powerful, but it doesn't really tell you its origin. Seath, or at least Seath's discovery fused with Logan's discoveries made this spell. Alright, so here we are in the next area of the game. This is where we're gonna stop. In this area, I'm probably likely to die a bunch of times to the boss. It is the boss that I define the most badass in the game, and that crypt is a dark area. Possibly it used to be even darker before they changed the lighting system of the game, which is a shame, of course. Let's see. The reason why I believe this is because if you look at the ceiling, you can see the end of the columns, but no ceiling. So there is that. Probably this and another thing in this area makes me think that this area used to be much darker before, but turned to quite bright now. It's interesting that they actually inserted these holes over here to see the bonfire in case you go on this side. Yeah, one might easily miss the bonfire, but then again, if you find the fourth bonfire in Amana, you might think, well, maybe this is, there is no bonfire over here, simply put. I don't know. What I do know is, however, that we're gonna level up some things, as well as my equipment. The torch has a description. Have you noticed that? I never seen the torch in the inventory. Is it someplace that I've... Whoa. My world just got lit up. I need to check that on the wiki, because apparently it has a description, but there is no such item as a torch, is there? Or is it possible to go in the inventory, press this, and then go... No? Wow. How do you go into the torch? I want to see the torch description. Huh! That's really interesting. It is possible that they used to have it as a standalone item and they never removed the description, because first off, I've seen that icon for the torch, the thumbnail for the torch if you want. It looked like a bit different than the normal torch. Also, we have 10 fire seeds. We need to upgrade my pyromancy flame amongst other things. In fact, let's do it right away. Hello, girl. You are dressed
Oh, there
like
you
shit.
are. I'm here in Majula thanks entirely to you.
We never
You
talked to
were kind
her.
enough to clothe me. Thank you so very much. The
You
only
are
thing I
welcome.
can offer is pyromancy.
Alright. Let's reinforce our flame. Dark pyromancy flame is really good. It's better than the normal pyromancy flame. However, it's worth mentioning, it's only good if you're fully hollowed. So if you want to do one of those rounds, you can try. I think fully hollow is viable for pyromancer rounds. Never thought about that. Well, I'll have to try. Okay, let's fully upgrade this, plus 10 being the most you can upgrade it at. That's it. We can buy some equipment, I guess, but there is really no reason to. She sells some fire seeds herself. Let's buy flesh sweat.
I'm always here. So come and see me when you're in town.
Alright. See you later. Do I have an attunement slot? I do. I never used it though. Okay. Secondly, let me see my stuff. Several shards, not many large shards, so we might as well buy them at
You've
Lauron.
been long away. Well,
And we're gonna upgrade some of my equipment is what we're gonna do. I want 6. Yeah, 6 should be enough.
visit me again, whenever you please.
Alright, I'll do that.
I knew you'd be around soon.
Alright, let's reinforce. Repair, nothing to repair. Reinforce. We want to reinforce my Murakumo. I'm also gonna reinforce this longsword. Now the Murakumo is +8. It does an astonishing amount of damage, holy cow. And we want to upgrade the Hunter's Black Bow to +6. I'm using a +6 short bow, so the Hunter's Black Bow is gonna be better in every way. The range is better. The weight is it's a bit heavier. No lies there.
I'll be
But
around.
it is plainly better as a bow. Scales worse in strength, of course, but I think this is the most damaging bow in the game. Bar none. A long great bow. Well, maybe great bows might be more damaging, but I've never actually used great bows. Holy shit, it looks sexy as fuck. I think the Hunter's Black Bow actually uses more stamina than a short bow. So short bow is not a bad option, but this just does an astonishing amount of damage at +6. It's really good. What else do we want to do? Possibly buy some life gems here. Some throwing knives too. Perhaps. Is there anything else that I really need? Not really.
Thank you kindly.
No, thanks to you, lady. You are awesome. Do I have charcoal pine resin? I do. Alright, so I'm pretty much set as far as I'm concerned for the Undead Crypts, and that's where we're headed at next time. Thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, I'm gonna prepare my Pyroflame here. I can use Fire Tempest very decently right now, by the way. Great Combustion too. I might attune Fire Tempest. It's a fun little spell. There. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, be well. Bye!